Hey, what's up, guys? Eric Jones here from 622 Studios.
And my name is Kalen Orr, and I play guitar in the band Fever Youth.
And today we are shooting out the Triple Crown 50 and... what's your amp?
The Mesa Dual Rectifier multi-watt.
Ah, that's the one.
That is the one, yeah.
So, the reason we're doing this shootout is there's not many videos on YouTube right now that are comparing the two, and I know the demographic for the two amps are very similar. Would you say so, Kalen?
Yeah, I would say they're, in general, more towards the rock and metal crowd, and that's the type of band I play in. So I kind of I pitched the idea to Eric, it'd be really cool to see how both of these amps sounded in one of my band songs, and so that's what we're doing today.
Absolutely. So, let's check it out.
Yep.
Well, sweet Kalen, you played it. What'd you think?
I felt that they both sounded great. I mean, that's kind of a given. Super happy with how both sounded. I will say the Dual Rec naturally sat back a little more. It's a little bit more open, a little bit less present in the mid-range, kind of a more wider frequency response, but also, especially in the 100-watt mode, running that has a little bit more low-end, a little bit more top-end response. The Triple Crown was really cool. It being more of a British voiced amplifier, definitely sat in the mid-range a little more. And I feel like it actually cuts through in the mix a little bit better. It maybe sits more where a guitar should sit in the mix, in a high gain setting. So those both sounded great. It's just kind of a little bit more forward and more focused, and a little bit more wide and open.
Yeah. Now, for the viewers' information, your Dual Rectifier is running EL34s.
That's true. That's how I prefer to run a Dual Rec. I like 606s a lot, but EL34s give it a little bit more mid-range grunt that is not usually present with the 606s. So I felt like it was most fair to run the Dual Rec how I would normally run it. So I give it the kind of the best comparison in a mixed situation for my band anyway.
For sure. And if you are interested, today the Triple Crown was running EL34s. There's a video in the description below where we actually shoot out EL34s and 6L6s with the amp. That'll be in the description. It's a part 1 and part 2, so check them out if you haven't already.
Yeah, for sure. You really can't, it's hard to pick one over the other, but they both sound great. It just kind of depends on what you want out of an amplifier that's going to determine which will be better for your situation.
Absolutely. My takeaway is kind of like you said, the Dual Rec kind of sits back a little bit more. When I think of Dual Rectifiers, I typically think of really large wall of sound distortion mixes.
Right.
Like your Linkin Parks, your Creeds, and like.
One record that really stands out to me, like the Blind Side Silence record. That one's a lot of dual rec on it, majority, and That's one of my favorite tones of all time, and that just sounds great on that record. So that's one reason I fell in love with this amp initially.
Dual Rectifier tone I've always loved was AFI would always use, pre Sing the Sorrow, it was almost always exclusively Dual Rectifiers, and then eventually in that album it was like a Plexi Dual Rectifier blend. And I've always had a love for Dual Rectifier since then. Like Newfound Glory and a bunch of the punk rock I was growing up with.
For sure.
Dual Rectifiers. Old Coheed and Cambria, Triple Rectifiers. Old Blink-182, Dual Rectifiers. They were everywhere. If you have a favorite record, there's a good chance 80% of it is a Dual Rectifier.
Yeah, especially Linkin Park for me. That, like you said, that was like one of the first times I saw this on stage, and I was like, I have to have that sound. Yeah,
have to have it
for sure. Have to have it.
What were y'all's thoughts? What did y'all prefer? What did y'all think? Leave a comment below, and let's have a conversation about it.
Yep, let's talk about it. I like them both. Sound awesome.
If you had to keep one, which one would you keep?
Man, honestly, with the just overall tone and the flexibility, as much as I love the Dual Rectifier, I think the Triple Crown wins out for me, only because it's a lot more usable, I find, with the options to like turn off the speaker load and run it direct out, as well as the MIDI capabilities. And plus, I find you have to do less to it to make it sound good. Like Dual Rec, you have to like really fine tune the controls. You can kind of throw these controls wherever and it'll sound good. So
for sure,
if I had to pick, tough choice, but I think I would say Triple Crown for sure.
And that's going against years of loving the Dual Rectifier.
Yeah, that's a big statement for me because I've been a Mesa guy for years and I've loved Dual Recs for years. But right now, as the day that we filmed this video, I might change my mind later, but right now I'm thinking Triple Crown.
Awesome. Well, sweet. Well, subscribe if you like this video. We got more content coming at you later. Leave a comment. Let us know what y'all thought. Did y'all prefer the Triple Crown? Did you prefer the Mesa?
Both are Mesas.
Ooh. Did you prefer the Triple Crown? Or did you prefer the Dual Rectifier?
There we go. It is the multi-watt function, as we probably stated earlier, because we split between 50 and 100. But just in case that was not clear, it is the multi-watt Mark III. I guess, Dual Rectifier, the second generation of the 3 channels.
Awesome. Well, hey, y'all have a wonderful evening or day or morning.
Whatever time it is, we don't know.
Hope you enjoyed the video. See y'all next time.
Later.